Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, quick question before we get into this video proper. Quick question. Between Chizoba and Onyeka, who's actually the oldest? Like, I mean, for real, for real. I'm not talking about reality TV show age or football age, as they call it, you know, but just guys, honestly, really, between these two siblings, who's the oldest? Because from the look of things, ladies and gentlemen, there's a tiny birdie, you know, ringing in my head that Chizoba is actually not the older sister as they both claim. I mean, there's just something weird about their siblings' dynamics. It's not adding up. There's no balance. I mean, at every given point in time, at every little opportunity, Onyeka is almost chewing up Chizoba. She's always scolding Chizoba. It's like Chizoba is this recalcitrant child, very unrepentant, recalcitrant child, and Onyeka is just right there to always set her straight. And from the look of things, it seems like Chizoba is actually quite scared of Onyeka. So I ask you all again, between these two, who's the oldest? Yeah, because I was more convinced that, there's no way in hell that Onyeka is the younger sister when I watched these two have a heated altercation today in the head of house condo. Yeah, just this morning. It was heated. And guess who made it heated? Onyeka. She was the one yelling. She was the one scolding. She was the one snapping at her sister, Chizoba. And guess what? Chizoba was crying. Because aside the scolding, the snapping, the heated altercation they had, listening to the details of why they even had their fight this morning, ladies and gentlemen, I gave up. I gave up. Because I've seen sibling rivalries. But this one, This one, some things are not just really adding up. So we're going to get into this video. We're going to look at the whys they quarreled in the first place. Yes, it wasn't really clear, yeah, but I'm going to spill as much as I was able to garner from their exchange, all right? So I'm going to spill it all on this video. Make sure you watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part so you do not miss out on anything, all right? And of course, I would love to hear your answers to the questions I have asked in the comment section below. And of course, your thought about everything in general with regards to these two people, all right? So go ahead and share. And officially, you are welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the T. Guys, please do not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, like this video, and if you're yet to subscribe, please do not hesitate to do so, all right? And this is to become a part of this community. And this is also a reminder that on Saturday by 3 p.m. WAT, we're going to be converging here for our Saturday YouTube live conversation. So please do not miss out. There's a lot to unpack, all right? Now, without further ado, let's just quickly continue with the details of this analysis. Now, we all know that ever since the start of the season, these two sisters, Chizoba and Onyeka, have not been the best of friends in the house. They're always bickering about something. They're always at loggerheads about something, yes. Now, it became worse when it came to most of the ideation process of their preparation for their wager task presentation every week. So it's like week in, week out, they are bickering about something, they are bickering about ideas, and then also with task, especially when they are both in the same team, it becomes worse. Because Onyeka is quite opinionated, very assertive. Chizoba, on the other hand, she's not as assertive as her sister, but she's also very opinionated. And so when she tries to, you know, push forward her ideas or suggestions and they are pushed back by Onyeka, she breaks down into tears. Onyeka, on the other hand, gets really angry. She gets very, very, you know, offended, and she begins to throw her own tantrums, you know, over the fact that she feels like this is what her sister has been doing right from when they were young, you know. So her sister always bursts into tears to play the victim card whilst she becomes the villain. So for every time they are bickering or they have a sibling rivalry type of situation, Onyeka feels like she is villainized, whilst the sister becomes the victim in that situation. So guys, there's always a misunderstanding between these two people. Always a misunderstanding. Now, about what caused their fight this morning. Let's take a short walk back to Monday evening. Yes, when Big Brother had released the wager task brief for the week, right? As usual, Onyeka had her ideas, and she was already sharing her ideas with them, by the way, twins, with TJ, right? Going through her story, you know, to make it the actual main story of that whole presentation. And TJ had his own reservations. He felt like her story was too plain and too repetitive. You know, it's more like the typical Nigerian African magic type of epic movie story that you see on DSTV, right? And so he said that they should be open to more suggestions from other people. Now, when they had gone through their ideas, Onyeka decided to share the idea, and Chizoba had her reservations. Now, the mistake she made was she was not waiting for her sister to finish explaining her ideas. She was already jumping into making corrections and pointing things out. And that was a huge turnoff to most of the housemates. Ozzy in particular, who has just recently reconciled his differences with Onyeka and is pretty much very close to Onyeka and in a way kind of protective of Onyeka, and is equally carrying Onyeka's head of house reign on his head. Like, okay, this is my wife's head of house reign. I'm going to do all it takes to ensure that she has a smooth run this week. Yeah. So in as much as they are all friends and one big happy family, Ozzy had actually snapped at Chizoba and had made a statement, you know, referencing how she had done the same thing in the past, and she should just calm down for Onyeka rather to finish sharing her ideas before she begins to shut down people's ideas. Anita was also upset, you know, some other people were also upset, and that had really triggered Chizoba, which had led to a heated argument between herself and her so-called sheep, Ben. Yes, I did a video explaining all of these things, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed out on it, please go ahead and check it out. It was a huge quarrel between herself and Ben. Now, she had reconciled with Ben on Wednesday. All was well and good, or so we presumed. No, on Tuesday, we thought all was well and good. Yesterday, they were cool. But then, yesterday, during her diary session, she had burst into tears, you know, right from when she got into the diary room, and she was reporting everything that happened to Big Brother. And Big Brother had a number of questions for her, of course, you know, about her own role in that whole situation, because she came in acting like the victim as usual, you know, and kept on being very emotional and crying. Anyways, Big Brother had a talk with her and had made her see where she went wrong. Because guys, if you all recall, yes, they lost their wager last week, but Big Brother had actually commended Chizoba for a fantastic idea, and had even mentioned that he preferred the idea to every other idea that was shared. Yes, but the problem with her idea was that her own ideation process was not the same as every other housemate's ideation process. She had gone into hiding with her own idea and had created it all by herself, you know, thereby putting the rest of the house under pressure. Because normally people will come with idea, they will deliberate on it, and then they will now decide to, you know, execute it. There will be a consensus on if they should move forward with the idea or not. But Chizoba, out of fear of getting her idea rejected again, she had taken her idea, put it into hiding, but had given everybody the assurance that her idea was going to be ready. So presentation was Friday. Chizoba's idea was ready, I think, about Thursday evening. And then she had told them to read it. They said there was no time for her for them to read it, especially Sean, that she should explain. And then she did not want to explain. So guys, Chizoba, to cut long story short, acts really childish when it comes to these things. She does not know how to properly communicate her thoughts, her feelings, and her opinions without getting touchy about it, without getting offended about it, without breaking down into tears about it. And that is where her sister is stronger than her. Yes, her sister's ideas might be kicked around sometimes, but Onyeka would ensure that she stands her ground, and if there's anywhere for her to tweak her idea, sometimes, though it's difficult, she would try to tweak it to ensure that they take her idea or contributions. Now, despite their differences as sisters, Onyeka still decided to choose her sister as a guest when she won Head of House on Monday. Yes. Now, she had actually done this grudgingly, not like she actually did it out of her heart. Because according to her, if she did not pick her sister would be crying. Her sister is too emotional, that she wished her sister was more like her. She wanted to choose Ozzy, yes, but she had given that reason. Now, another reason she had actually given to Ozzy for not choosing him is that, you know, because of the controversy surrounding their relationship, she doesn't want to raise more eyebrows, yes. And though Ozzy and Ozzy were quite disappointed because they felt like, well, if it was Chizoba would have chosen Ben, you know, so they equally were not happy. And guys, quite frankly, it seemed like these people just wants to be dictating everything that happens in that house, especially with those two sisters. But anyways, Onyeka had chosen her sister, and she was kind of expecting that her sister would be more like an assistant head of house to her. And so she had delegated the responsibility of assigning chores to people in the house, which Chizoba had done. Yeah, Chizoba had done that. Now, fast forward to today, when they were having their heated altercation, or should I call it just disagreement or argument, one of the things Onyeka was hammering on was her disappointment in the fact that she gave Chizoba so much power to, you know, assign chores to people, and Chizoba messed up by not giving favorable roles to the Mbadiwe twins. That did she do that because of her grudge against Ozzy? That she also knows that her sister was quite upset with OC, so why did her sister even fight with Ozzy in the first place? So ladies and gentlemen, I did not see the beginning of that their quarrel. I'm just talking about the things Onyeka was complaining about. She complained about that, and guys, it got me wondering, like, wait, I don't understand. What is so big about the Mbadiwe twins in Big Brother's house that they cannot wash the toilet and the bathroom? Because according to what Onyeka was saying, oh, because of the ballot system that, what's her name, Chizoba did, and because of the fact that Chizoba did not allow them to pick first, they ended up picking the toilet. God. Guys, I was taken aback because I had to calm down and listen again to what Onyeka was saying. And she kept on repeating it. That's why, if not for your grudges against them, if not for the fact that people you fought with them, why did you even fight with them? If not for the fact that you fought with them, why didn't you allow them to pick first? And I'm like, is it because they are friends in the house, or is there more to this? I don't understand. And she kept on blaming the sister, Oh, why would you give them the toilet? And Chizoba was trying to explain herself that she wasn't the one that gave them the toilet. She had written different chores on a piece of paper, thrown it into something, a container, and it was an open ballot system for everybody in the house to pick a chore, and people had picked. So it was what was left in the container that the Mbadiwe twins had picked, apparently. And it turned out to be the bathroom, or is it toilet, or whatever. And Onyeka was angry at her sister for that. Because according to her, Chizoba should have allowed them to pick first before anybody else. Hey, God. Now, another part that she was complaining about was that she's so stressed out, she's going through a lot, and she was expecting her sister, you know, to be helping her to do things without her even asking. That it's even Ben, that is not his sibling, that is even doing most of the work. And then she was attacking Chizoba's, argument for her ideas to be taken. And Chizoba was arguing back that, well, this idea we're talking about is not for the wager. In other words, Onyeka is accusing her sister of trying to sabotage their wager because of her mood swings, because she fought with Ozzy, because of all the issues surrounding her sister's mood and emotions. And so Chizoba broke down in tears. That one was crying. And it was so annoying looking at the way Chizoba was weakly, you know, trying to defend herself. That was so weak. That was so shallow. And Onyeka was shouting, like Onyeka was scolding her sister, shouting. Like, it was like Onyeka was talking to a 5-year-old. And Chizoba was there crying. But I told you, I'm trying to explain to you. I'm like, what the hell is this? Are these people just acting a script? Somebody tell me that they're acting a script. Because if this is real, no way. That is completely unacceptable that Onyeka, at every given point in time, talks to her sister like that. Because this is not the first time. And even the way the Mbadiwe twins speak to Chizoba, it is because of the very, very degrading and belittling way and manner with which Onyeka speaks to her sister and addresses her sister and treats her sister around the house. So it's very obvious that she does not regard her sister, like she does not respect her sister like that. Although she says, oh, we're a family, we have blood, we have a bond, they don't have a bond. Onyeka does not have any bond with her sister. It's more of a thing of, I am smarter than you, I am wiser than you, I don't even know why you are here, Seth. I don't even know what you are doing here. In fact, I should be the, like, it's, guys, for real. If I say the things I want to say to look like I'm actually attacking Onyeka, but ladies and gentlemen, the outburst today, it was just completely unnecessary. Now, this is not saying that Chizoba is innocent in all of this. Chizoba is not innocent because sometimes she can be very annoying as well. Yeah, she doesn't know how to handle conflict. Yes, she's always coming from a very emotional standpoint when trying to address a situation. And that also contributes in frustrating Onyeka. But is it right for Onyeka to be scolding her older sister like that? Absolutely not. That's completely unacceptable. But ladies and gentlemen, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share. And I'll see you all on another video shortly. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day.